Hello my lovely Pisces, welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general love reading for my Pisces and Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. This is a general reading, as I said, so it won't resonate fully with every single person out there. So always take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And if it doesn't resonate for you at all, or it's not vibing with you, what's coming through in the reading, don't worry, it might just not be your reading today. And you can always check out the other signs in your chart or wait for the next Pisces reading. This is also a timeless message. It's for whenever you come across it. And I would say with all the YouTube tarot videos out there in the world, if you've come across this reading, I would say there's probably something in the message here for you today, but just take what resonates. And for when I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you. If you feel like it resonates the other way around, just flip the roles. That's absolutely fine. Cross watchers as well. If you come here to find out about Pisces, you might still find yourself resonating as the Pisces person. You can also flip the roles. It's fine. If you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy to have you. And if you're brand new, then very huge welcome from me. Thank you so much for trying me out. Okay. I'm going to jump straight into a spread for you today, Pisces. We're going to be looking at you and the person who's coming through in the reading for you for this love reading. This might be someone who's very much on your mind, or it could just be someone who's strong in your energy. Bearing in mind, this might not necessarily be the person that you assume it's going to be at the very start. So just listen to the reading and see if this resonates for you as someone in your life. So, or it could be about a new person. I did do a pre-shuffle for you as well, Pisces. In that, it's quite interesting. It was telling me that someone, now I don't know if this is you or someone who you're dealing with, that basically kind of know they need to move on from some sort of situation, leave something behind. There might be legal matters to do with a property or family or inheritance or something to do with money and security. And it might be there are some issues with that, but there was like a fear of the unknown and like a definite pessimism that was coming through for whoever that was showing up in your pre-shuffle, of just really thinking this is going to go really badly. Like there's no hope of this going any other way other than badly. But it's like someone has plans for the future, and to do that they need to overcome some blockages that are either to do with family or property or, as I said, money, security, and they might need to involve the legal system to get past that. But someone definitely coming through a bit pessimistic of how something's going to turn out. But that's just what was in your pre-shuffle. In case there's a side note that resonates with somebody, the pre-shuffle kind of messages have been showing up in the spread as well. So we'll see how that plays out for you. So can I get the top 8 cards to my lovely Pisces, please? And this is probably more for the cross watchers out there, but if you don't like the message that's coming through, that doesn't mean you have to dislike the video. It might just not be your reading. Yeah, I'm just going to say that as well. All right. Okay, all right. At the bottom of this deck, wow, Pisces, we've got the Ace of Wands, King of Wands, the Empress, and Temperance. This is interesting because the King of Wands is here underneath the Ace of Wands, but the Queen of Wands is already on the spread from this deck, so that's one matching pair. But then we've also got the Empress underneath the King of Wands, and the Emperor is on the spread. So that's another matching pair. So I feel like we've got 2 couples here, potentially, in the mix. One of them could be a married couple. Okay. You know, if someone has a choice to make, but it's like they feel like the choice is going to create like chaos, or like I'm seeing like a whirlpool in water, like a vortex of just everything, everything kind of being thrown up into like almost like a tornado. It's just gonna I mean, straight off the bat, there might be a masculine who doesn't have to be fair, but in 3D, but it's just coming through as like potentially a husband here who wants a new beginning with someone who they're not married to, someone else. But they are aware that making that kind of choice is going to cause chaos. Let's see. Ace of Cups at the other end of the deck, and I did say that someone is clear that they need to leave something behind, but they feel like it's not going to go well. Yeah, I mean, essentially here, there is an awareness for someone that they need to move on because their current situation is leaving them distraught, unhappy. It's just a very unhappy situation to be in, and like emotionally speaking. And maybe they thought that this was going to represent success, but everything that they thought it could be, it has not turned out to be that. However, they feel stuck. Yeah, definitely. And kind of like they've committed themselves and attached themselves, like everything is kind of tied up in it's like if you were in a relationship, but it's, and maybe it's not a happy one, and you kind of have this knowing that you need to move on from it, but it's like, but then we'd have to sort out, splitting up the furniture, or all the bills are in shared names, or there's just too much that's like tied these two people together in like a practical sense, which it's almost like that is complicated. Oh. That was the Hanged Man that flew out, which is one of your major arcana cards, Pisces. But again, it's talking about someone stuck. I think I said that already, like frozen in a situation where they're not happy, probably because they made a commitment to it and signed themselves up for quite a lot that is not easy to unsign themselves from, if that makes any sense. Let me get the top 8 cards for Pisces, please, from this deck. All right. I mean, I know you're a water sign, but there are a lot of cups in this layer. And I say that, and then the Queen of Cups comes out. Okay, well that's looking... And the Sun is here twice. I'm only getting 8 cards from each of these decks for the spread. The Sun is already here twice, and the 7 of Cups is here twice. Okay, and then the Hermit is at the bottom of this deck. Ooh. The Hermit, I can't really show you the card underneath, but it is... I don't know if that's going to show you. It's the Devil underneath the Hermit. It's too naked, I can't show you the card properly. And underneath the Devil and the Hermit is the Moon. Interesting. Someone is... I think the person that's coming through in this reading potentially could be this person who is in either a marriage or a commitment, or we'll get into it, but something that is the person who feels like they know that they're unhappy, but they also feel tied and bound due to kind of what they signed up for. And they are trying to make plans for their future, but they're keeping it under wraps and on the down low, if you like, about the plans that they want to make and the new beginning they want to have for themselves, potentially with you, Pisces. But they are, obviously not shouting that from the rooftops right now. I feel like they're trying to find a way to get themselves... So basically, for them, it's like what they committed to, what they thought was success, is now... I hate to say it, I hate this phrase, but there's literally like a ball and chain on this devil card. So it's like they now feel like they have a ball and chain attached to them. I hate that phrase, I'm really sorry to use it, but it's on the devil card, so it's popped into my head. So they, rather than they have committed to someone and it's they're very happy that they did so, they now regret committing and tying themselves up with the person that they did. They feel like they're now trapped and almost like a prison sentence with this person. So they're trying to find... I feel like they might be at a distance from you. It's like you're both solo individuals, apart from each other, like living your own lives, because they are already attached to someone else. But they are trying to search for solutions or answers for how to make a different future happen for themselves. But yeah, I think it was this person that was actually coming through in the pre-shuffle, Pisces, of someone who, basically what I already said, they know they need to walk away and leave behind and kind of basically shake up their life. They need to shake it up because they're not happy where they're at. But they also think, well, this is going to be a complete freaking shit show, basically, in doing so. Yeah. The fact they might be quite adverse to confrontation or conflict. So the idea that this, it might be really stressing this person out, giving them a lot of anxiety, the fact that, the arguments that are naturally going to happen, the drama that's going to happen, the turmoil is so, it's almost like they would rather stay attached to someone and be extremely unhappy than to deal with the emotional fallout. Okay. So they might have been trying to kind of live in a bit of denial about their situation because of that. I feel like they're also they might be trying to, I don't know if they like saving things off to the side in secret from the person that they are committed to, so that if, when they do make their intentions clear to leave, they have some sort of backup stability for themselves that the other person doesn't know about. Please clarify with the top 8 cards. I'm going to get one more layer and then I'll go through your spread, Pisces. So can I get the top 8 cards one more time, please? Okay. Okay. Wow. Holy moly. Alright, at the bottom of this deck, Pisces, finally, we have the Page of Pentacles. There we go. 5 of Swords, a High Priestess, Two of Swords. Pages. I don't know if someone is. I don't know if this person sent you a message, Pisces, to be like, we can't talk right now. If I, don't message you for a while, it's for the best, basically. Or that, I don't know if a message hasn't been sent yet, because it's almost like it's strategic, if that's the case. I don't know if the person that they're with checks their phone or something like that, is kind of what I'm getting, or reads their messages. So if they have sent you a message, it's heavily laden with subtext or like hidden, how can I put this? It's like someone if they already sent you a message, Pisces, it was like it was not the full story, the full truth, because it's really interesting. It was a pretense. There was much more to the story than what was said. There was a lot hidden that they felt that they couldn't say, either because that's not a path that they could have gone down in that moment, or that they were able to make a choice about you, or someone checks their communication. I'm heavily getting that. I'm getting someone, their partner, I mean, if they have committed to someone, I don't want to, it's difficult. If they're in a commitment with somebody and I don't agree with the whole, like, we've all done bad things at some point, that we regret, etc., and like behave badly in toxic situations or whatever. So this isn't me judging, but although I don't condone like the checking of like someone else's private communication, etc. But if this person that they're with is like pissed off and jealous and feels like the person that they're with is essentially interested in somebody else, I don't know what to say, because it's like, well, they are correct, they're on the money here, but at the same time, that's why they may have said something, and it was heavily laden with subtext because someone checks their phone, basically. And that this person that they're with is pissed off. And there is to be fair, it's also a little bit of like a controlling energy I'm getting from the person who does this. But, but they are also correct. So let's just move on. 100%. At the bottom, at the other end of the deck, look, Seven of Pentacles, Emperor, King of Pentacles, Judgment. Essentially, and Strength is... and the Hierophant, yep. Listen, that combination alone, before we even get into the others, Seven of Pentacles, Emperor, and the King of Pentacles, this is someone who is staying in a situation because of... my hair, I'm stuck in my hair. They don't want to be taken to the cleaners if they end it. So this could be someone who's worried about how much they'll lose in a divorce, or or how much it's going to affect their savings, their security, their stability, their plans for the future when it comes to money. This person feels like a coward it's like they're aware that is the reason that they're staying, and they're also aware and they feel cowardly for not having the courage to, essentially put their hand in the fire is kind of the phrase that jumped into my head. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but like to just face the music, and it might be a shit show, but at least they'd be living authentically. They'd be living, they'd be listening to their hearts. They would be in charge of their own life, because basically right now they're allowing practical money matters to rule their life, which is interesting because the devil is Capricorn energy as well. Not all Capricorns are devils, as I like to say, but the devil energy is also about kind of, it's in the Rider-Waite, the traditional one of the original tarot decks. Well, I don't know if that's correct, but it's the one that a lot of people are, learn with as well. The devil is pointing to the ground because it's a element of symbolism there of like, there's nothing more than this. There is nothing more than money, than things you can buy that can be attached to like materialism and superficiality. There is nothing above, basically. There's nothing bigger. There's no greater lesson in life. There's no higher vibration. It is just this. This is what it's all about. And that essentially it talks about restriction. I'm sorry I said ball and chain, but I'm still annoyed with myself for using that phrase. But it's that kind of, we get these attachments, and it's like the attachments is the root of all suffering, because we don't make choices for our greater good because, you know, we're attached to the things we own, or and then essentially they become what own us. I hope this is probably not explained very well, but it's like this person is now owned by their security rather than the other way around. So their money is owning them, basically, and their fear of losing it is keeping them in a situation which they know that they need to leave. So let's get into the spread, Pisces, how you're feeling about this person. So we've got the Emperor, as I showed you already, the Tower, and the Magician. 3 major arcana there for how you're feeling about them. Strong Aries energy as well. But essentially, I get the sense that you feel like they are in a position of either that they are committed, or they're in a position of responsibility. And to make this happen with them, they're going to have to face the Tower. The Tower is inevitable because they're currently in a Tower of Babel, which is not built to last anyway. So if it doesn't happen, that doesn't fall down now, it's going to fall down at some point, or they're going to be living constantly in instability anyway, even if it's just emotional instability. But it's like, I'm getting the sense that you feel like this person needs to face the music to make shit happen. They need to. It's down to them to make this happen as well. It's not for you to. You can't run their life, or you can't like decide this for them. But if they want this to happen with you, then they're going to have to face a Tower in their life, connected to the fact that they are as Emperor of a committed person. It's interesting because this Emperor as well is he's like made out of gold, and he's got his eyes shut as well, in fact. So it's like, it's funny because I was just on that diatribe about being owned by your possessions, that kind of thing. This is like oh my gosh, the guy who everything he touched turned to gold, and then, you know, eventually, oh wow, can't remember his name. I'm sure like I'm gonna have like 10 people tell me the name of this person in the comments, and it's gonna come back to me as soon as I finish the reading. But you know, the person who everything they touched turned to gold, and then eventually they couldn't touch their loved ones, so they couldn't touch food and enjoy food anymore because it all turned to gold and they can't eat gold. But it's like they are trapped by their possessions and maybe money. Tell me more about how Pisces feels about this person. The Emperor, are you kidding? It's the same card I was just describing, so yeah. It's like they're too stuck on staying in the comfy throne that they have made for themselves in their current commitment. Midas touch. Okay, you don't need to comment it. It was Midas who turned everything to gold. Oy. It's like you feel like you are the Empress, in fact, like emotionally, spiritually, like the connection between the two of you, you are actually their true Empress, and you are offering this relationship, this connection, but they are going to have to get down off their throne. What's more important, basically, to this person? Is it being happy, being in love, or is it sitting in a nice shiny throne? Tell me more about how Pisces... Yep. Devil in reverse. You need them to detach from the toxic situation that they are. Yep. What's the Ace of Swords? It's just one out. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords with the Lovers. So basically, Pisces, you feel like this, it's already clear that you two are the two people that should be together. You might feel like this person is already very aware of it as well. You don't need to try and convince them. You know that they know that you're the one for them. And you know that they know that they need to break free of this toxic attachment that they have. Now, I am strongly seeing a message with that Empress about marriage. However, it could be a family. It could be some sort of commitment that they've made that they're going to have to untangle themselves from, and it's going to be difficult. And there's some sort of blockage in the way of the two of you being together, but the writing is on the wall. You're the one for them, they're the one for you. They need to let the devil go, or get away from the devil, whatever the devil is. What is the devil? Okay, it's not telling me. Wow. What's the Tower? Eight of Wands and Death card at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like you feel like things have already moved forward between the two of you to a point where it's like, okay, well then change needs to happen now. It's almost like too much has happened, too much impact has already been made for to continue like trying to ignore and not make it like live in denial and not make a decision about this or do anything about this, because it's already happened, if you like. It's just, this has already been set in motion is kind of what I'm getting. This is happening. And that you may feel like this has really come as a shock to this person, but now it's happened, so let's get on with it, kind of thing. If they have been found out by the person that they're with that they are passionate about you, for example, Pisces, then you're like, well, this is good. This is good that this has finally happened, that this is out there, because it's really time for you to close that previous chapter and begin a new one. Okay. It's almost like you're like, just stop fighting this. It's happened. It's, you know, even if you think this is just going to go really badly, well, it's here now, so we just got to deal with it. So how is this person feeling about you, Pisces? We have the Six of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. Taurus energy there as well. with that Hierophant, again, it's telling me that they feel like they already signed up to something which, or they're a part of something which is bigger than them. I just got that they wish that they'd met you at a different time before they had signed up to whatever it was that they had. Again, it doesn't have to be a marriage that they need to leave behind. It might be like, it's not a cult. It's not right. It's probably not a cult. I hope it's not a cult. But it's just something where this could be family related as well, or a religious element or something. But there is something that they have agreed to, which they feel is bigger than them, as I said. It's like they feel powerless when it comes to this. But they miss you with that Six of Cups. Let's just get some more information. So tell me more about how this person's feeling about Pisces, please. How are they feeling about... Well, the Lover's card just jumped out immediately. Tell me about this Hierophant. Ten of Swords and Justice when I asked about the Hierophant. Whew. Yeah. Ten of Swords. I mean, that's something ending brutally, and also probably involving legal matters as well. Like, or if I could speak, sorry, or ending something because it's fair and right to do so. It has to end because they've already basically fallen in love with you, Pisces. Tell me about the Ten of Swords, please. Yeah, exactly. Two of Pentacles. They couldn't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out and already 1 foot in with you kind of thing, Pisces, and nope. Yeah, exactly. The World, which I can't show you, she's naked. But yeah. Okay. Why the Six of Cups? Death in reverse. Yeah, they miss you. They don't want it to be over with you. But they know, if they haven't already, then they know they need to end whatever it is that they're committed to, because they can't do both. They can't have you and still be in this current situation. The Death in reverse also could talk about the fact they know they need to do the ending with whatever they're committed to, but they fear it being over once and for all, like fully over. So they could just still be kind of skating right near the edge of it ending. It's like, just rip, I just got in my head, like, just rip the bandage off kind of thing. Rip the plaster off. What's this Page of Wands in? Yeah, listen, Six of Cups again from a different deck. They miss you. They want to talk to you. They probably want to hold you. Just be PC about it. They're very desiring of you. Yeah. Yeah. They want to talk to you. They're very passionate about you, Pisces. Oh my gosh. The Chariot and the Eight of Wands just came out. But listen, the Devil is at the bottom of the deck. There you go. And underneath the Devil is the Ace of Pentacles. The Devil is standing in the way of them having the new beginning with you that they want very much, and they know that, but they know they need to put a full end to whatever it is that the Devil represents in their life, because they can't do both. So what happened in the past? Pisces, we have the Magician, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Magician with the Seven of Cups, that is, can talk about kind of illusion, smoke and mirrors kind of thing is what I'm getting of, like, you know, pulling a rabbit out of a hat and like poof, you know, there's a puff of smoke. And with this Queen of Pentacles, I mean, this is like a committed partner, like it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but it's someone who is very like nurturing. I mean, she's surrounded in this picture by like animals, and it's holding a child. It's someone who is, you know, wife material. It's the wife material queen of the deck, if you like. Very nurturing, and really makes a house a home, that kind of energy. But it's paired with this kind of almost like a magic trick kind of energy. I never say that about the Magician normally, but that's what it's giving me is a trick. I don't know if in the past they chose someone, this person that they obviously are tied and bound to currently, because there was some sort of illusion at play about the kind of person that they were committing to. Which one do I want? This one. Tell me more about this, please. This Magician, the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The Tower came out in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now the Seven of Pentacles is like deciding whether to invest in something or not. Or two people who are deciding together, do we continue trying to work on this, or do we call it a day and, you know, let it crumble, like allow it to end kind of thing. Is it worth it for both of us anymore? The fact that the Tower, it kind of span, it like fell and then it span like that. I don't know if the person that they are committed to, there might have been a point where things almost reached like a breaking point before, and then they kind of got sucked back into it because the person that they're with wanted to avoid it ending, wanted to avoid a disaster, which they would consider like this, you know, this relationship ending. So they may have used some sort of smoke and mirrors, like illusion, to convince this person to continue investing with them. Also, this could have also played out between you and this person of they decided to continue. They had a choice to potentially choose you or to choose this, maybe to go back to somebody. And they were trying to avoid, basically, bearing in mind, I said with that you feel this Tower about them, that it's like the Tower is inevitable when it comes to their current situation. So, and you're like, you just need to face the Tower and just allow it to happen because you're in a Tower of Babel kind of situation here. But the fact that the Tower came out in reverse in the past, it's like I think they were trying to desperately avoid the fallout, the confrontation, the writing on the wall, as I keep saying. What's this Magician and Seven of Cups energy? Six of Pentacles came out in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. Whoosh. Six of Pentacles in reverse is either there's something here about that they're in a commitment with someone else who doesn't hold up their end of a relationship, like they don't put in equal effort. They actually expect their person that they're with to do all the effort, make all the effort, or that the effort that this person's putting in is not being appreciated, and they feel like abandoned and ignored. And yeah, this is kind of what I'm getting, but that Queen of Pentacles is extremely like generous, nurturing, like kind, caring, like, as I said, makes a house a home. So I don't know if they kind of fell for an illusion that someone showed them that they would be a Queen of Pentacles to them, just to avoid them ending it and to like get them to give to the situation, continue to give to it. I love the Queen of Pentacles energy, so I'm so annoyed to see her being falsely represented by this person. Anything else about this? The Queen of Pentacles has just come out from this deck now as well. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this person was right on the brink in the past of having a new beginning with you, Pisces, and making the choice to do that. You could have Earth in your chart, to be fair, with this Queen of Pentacles energy. But they chose instead, I feel like they were right on the brink of doing it, and then right at the last second they withdrew from you. Maybe even, I said about the Page of Pentacles has also come out, but it came out like sideways. I was talking with this deck about they sent a message, but it was like, there was heavy subtext, and there was a lot that wasn't actually said. Yeah, look at that. The Strength card and the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yep, exactly. Five of Cups. I could move the card. Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. I feel like right at the last second, how do I say this politely? They chickened out of making a choice to pursue a future with you, Pisces. Instead, they decided to return to continue investing in a situation which was unbalanced and where they did not feel nurtured or, cared about, frankly, but just purely to avoid the tower falling and to avoid having to go through that. It's like they went back to a comfort zone of continuing to invest in something. There might have been also like this sense of illusion about the choice, and it's almost like they made it was difficult to, right at the moment when they could have moved forward with you, to kind of maybe to palm you off, basically. It was very difficult for them, and they may have held back exactly how much it hurt them to do that, because they were aware of the kind of connection was between the two of you, even though they probably downplayed it with that Page of Pentacles. But the fact there's the Two of Swords, they didn't have the strength to make the choice about the other situation, to actually face the tower falling. So, what is this person's current situation? We've got the Queen of Wands, the Sun, and the Six of Pentacles. It's interesting because the Sun is one of the most positive energies in the deck. It suggests like having a good time and being very happy and enjoying themselves. And the Queen of Wands, I was kind of getting, was you here, Pisces. But I'm going to clarify it in a second. But it's very lusty kind of energy and happy. And I did get the fact they're extremely attracted to you. But that Six of Pentacles, if the Six of Pentacles in this deck that's come out from literally shows two fish, and they are two fish, Pisces, but anyway, they are like splitting up of assets and each getting their share of the Six of Pentacles. So let me see. Sorry. Let's use this one. I'm just thinking, I don't know if they are actually kind of seeing the bright side of, going through the unpicking of everything that they were tied up in, because they're going to be able to be with the person that really sets their heart on fire. So corny. So lights them up kind of thing. They're really focused on that, so they're going to go through the kind of the separation of assets, etc. But let's see what's going on with this person's current situation. Why is the Queen of Wands here? so weird. The Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups came out together. But I'm wildly skipping ahead. It's like a couple of positions later in the spread. But this is from two different decks as well. The Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups are next to each other. And then the Devil is back at the bottom of the flipping deck. It's just very contradictory because the Four of Cups is like apathy, disappointment, or not, you know, really kind of feeling bored and not connected with the current emotional situation. Like, and the Ten of Cups is... I'm sorry, I'm just like trying to explain what this is giving me. It's like someone who is... I don't know if they're pretending to be happy with the Ten of Cups and the Sun, because this Four of Cups is like disillusionment, apathetic, just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. No, I'm really happy, yeah. But they're not. Tell me about this. And I don't like the fact that it's actually just giving me a bit of like a preview of the other position because the same cards are here, and it doesn't bode particularly well that they're continuing to act in that way. Why is this Ten of Cups here? Oh. Yep. I see. So their current situation is basically Pisces fantasizing about you, thinking about how wonderful it would be to be with you, they'd be so happy to be with you, but they are acting to everybody else as if they don't care about you, or they don't miss you, they're not thinking about you. I beg to fucking differ. On top of the Four of Cups, apart from the Ten of Cups, the other two cards that came out were the Two of Cups and the Princess of Cups. Oh yeah. Pisces who? Oh please. Please. And the Queen of Wands, as much as she can be like, you know, the extremely desirable and represent like lust and passion and temptation and etc., and someone who's just everyone is crazy about, it's also a bit of like keeping up a pretense that can be attached to the Queen of Wands. And the thing is, at the bottom of the deck, yep, is the Queen of Swords, who I was going to say, if you look in the background of that Queen of Swords card, is these two people. They're actually the same two people that are on the Lovers card in this deck. But it's like this Queen of Swords, if she knew that the person is in love with somebody else, that, you know, the person, if she knew about this couple going on here and their feelings for each other, she would do something with that sword, let's just say that. So underneath the Queen of Swords is the Five of Wands, the drama, the fallout, the conflict. So the Moon, keeping it all hidden. Keeping what hidden? Their passion and their desire. The Ace of Wands, for a new beginning with you, Pisces. So essentially, they are keeping it all on the down low and acting as if to, you know, the person that they're with, obviously, but other people, I suppose, in their surroundings, that they're not interested about that Pisces thing. Nah. Oh, please. Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, Princess of Cups. They are completely in love with you and extremely physically attracted by you. You represent their happiness with the Ten of Cups and the Sun, and they are palming it off as if, nah. Why the Six of Pentacles? Oh my gosh. Prince of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. Wait for it. Seven of Pentacles. Look at this. They are basically accepting the short end of the stick in their current situation. You know what I was saying about the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Of this is the reality, and they got told they were going to get a Queen of Pentacles effectively. Nope. This Six of Pentacles, they are getting the small end of the share in terms of they're doing all the making all the effort, putting in all the work. They're not getting a fair return on their investment of their effort in their current situation. They're extremely disappointed about how everything is going, and how they are very aware that this was a really bad thing to continue investing in. It's like, I think before they knew that this wasn't worth carrying on with, it's like, this needs to stop, because it doesn't matter how much you give to the situation. You know, this person has planted their seeds in a wasteland. It's never going to actually bear fruit. And I think they knew that at some point, and they got convinced into continuing to plant more seeds in more wasteland. So they're basically fantasizing about you, acting as if everything's fine and they don't care about you at all and accepting the short end of the stick in their current situation. What do they wish would happen in the connection between you and them, Pisces? We've got the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. There we go. What can I say? I mean, maybe they wish that the two of you could just be friends, and that there wasn't the pain from the fact that you are in love with each other. What they wish is that there wasn't three people in the mix here, at least, and that they could take away the pain that has already happened. That no one, it's like what they want is for no one to get hurt in this situation where there's clearly a love triangle, or, you know, they've got someone and they're in love with you and you're in love with them, but they've got somebody else. It's a little bit naive, but what can I say? This person just a strong aversion to any emotional fallout or conflict or confrontation or anything. So it's almost like, why can't we just all get on? Is kind of what I'm getting. It's like the fact that they have undeniable feelings for you is going to end up hurting someone, whether they hurt you and themselves, or they hurt the person that they're currently with. Anything else about what they wish would happen in the connection between them and Pisces? My life. Queen of Cups, I'm sorry, with the Ten of Pentacles. Did I say they wish they'd met you at a different time? Oh, Pisces. What they want to happen in the connection is to be with you. Like, they are literally picturing you as their wife, husband, whichever, like, long-term, having a family together. I guess what they wish is that there just wasn't a third party in the mix, and that someone is going to end up hurt because of that. Because they are completely in love with you. Why is the Five of Cups here? First card out is the Five of Cups from this deck that I'm using to clarify. It's the same card. I said, why is the Five of Cups here? Because the Five of Cups. Thank you for that. And at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Because they can't keep one foot in their current situation and still have you. This is what I said, I swear, like 20 minutes ago. You can't have both. Person that's coming through in the reading, and they are aware of that, so they know someone's going to end up getting hurt. And I wish that that wasn't the case. What is the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward? Is the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the World. The Seven of Cups, really? The challenge here is, it might be that this person doesn't trust themselves to make the right choice, especially with that Seven of Cups magician in the past. They may feel like they chose poorly before, and there was an element of illusion there, but anyway, so they might feel like the challenge here might be that they just feel like they can't actually, if they're going to end up making the wrong choice, whatever they do choose is going to be the wrong one. I told you that there's serious pessimism, and I know now it's coming from this person, not necessarily from yourself. So they just think whatever they do, whatever the choice they make, it's going to be the wrong one. The challenge here is getting this new beginning. Choosing. Again, with the Ace of Wands, I don't normally say choosing, but it's actually giving me, like, if you think of the Two of Wands, you got to let go of one wand and you got to just fully embrace the other one. And the challenge here is this person, it needs to make a choice one way or the other. And that means with the World closing out this chapter once and for all. Like, it's, this person might be very also averse to change, and this is like, once you make this choice, you have to step through into that. I like use the metaphor of like the next room, and you got to shut the door, and you can't go back into that previous room. It's like this person stands in doorways effectively. It's like, I can't say the word very loudly, but a cat who doesn't know whether they want to, sorry, my dog is very sensitive to that word, who doesn't know whether they want to come in the room or they want to go out the room, or they want to just leave the door open because I might want to come in later, but then I might not. This is what this person is giving me. They like to stand in doorways. And the challenge here is you're going to need to make a choice once and for all, in or out. What is the action this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Pisces? We've got the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups with the Six of Wands. I will get some clarification, but it doesn't bode well, because this is the same combination that is in their current situation. It's like a continuation because it's the action they're going to take next as well. The Four of Cups is... It's actually, in this deck, it's represented by Styx, which is from Greek mythology, which I didn't realise is actually a goddess or a figure, because it's the river Styx in Hades that the ferryman goes over the river Styx, and turns out Styx is also represented by a goddess in its own right. So this is the goddess of the river, Styx, represented by the Four of Cups. But if you think of the river Styx, it's like all the misery and of all the souls that have, been thrown down to Hades. Is that right? The underworld, sorry. And are just mournfully like, that's my sound of the river Styx for you. And, just in a horrible grey soup. But it's not actually moving on from that. It is someone choosing to remain in the grey soup of misery and apathy. So the thing is, with this Six of Wands, it's because where they're at, although they may feel like that I've just described, they are still kind of, it's giving them some sort of outward recognition from other people, from them being in that situation. For example, they might have a nice home, or they might, it's that outward representation that they're showing that they are, in a relationship, or it's some sort of, like, the opinion of their peers is also an element that they're very focused on, how other people are looking at them and what they're thinking about them from staying in that situation is giving them some sort of, they're really worried about other people's basically perception of them. So they would rather stay in the grey soup of misery than really embrace real happiness. So I hope that makes sense. Let me just see, what does that mean in terms of the action that they're going to take towards my Pisces? What action are they going to take towards Pisces? Okay, hold on. Oh no. The Nine of Pentacles flew out and I was like, are they going to get themselves single and independent and free to pursue? But the thing is, the Six of Cups came out in reverse, which would be like, you know, they miss you, but they're going to try that, because I know they do, because they feel the Six of Cups about you, but they're going to try their hardest not to think about you and not to make a return. And then it's clarified by the Four of Swords, which is like keeping their mouth absolutely wired shut about how they really feel and what they want to really say. The Ace of Swords just fell out on top of the Four of Swords. What is the Ace of Swords? The Knight of Swords. Damn, hold on. Hold the flipping phone, because the Ace of Swords came out. The Knight of Swords delivers the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. Maybe they are getting free and single and free to pursue you, Pisces. But why is the Four of Swords? I don't know if they try and just like, I just won't think about Pisces anymore. I'll just stay in my current situation where I'm not emotionally fulfilled, but it's better than facing the music. And I don't know if they are desperately trying to just keep their mouth shut, keep a lid on it about how they really feel. And I don't know if something, either they blurt something out, or the truth is exposed, basically, and that causes an ending for their current situation, and they become single and free to pursue, even when they tried to avoid that, because basically they were trying to avoid dealing with the fallout. Tell me, how does the Four of Swords with the Six of Cups in reverse, how does... Page of Swords fell out. Sorry, let me show you. Fell out this with the Knight of Cups. I feel like this person is... It's funny because the outcome, the inevitable outcome is going to happen. But it's not because this person I'm not getting that they actually suddenly grasp the cojones that they need to speak their truth. I feel like someone finds out that they are in love with you, Pisces. And because of that, the truth comes out and is exposed. So an ending happens for their current situation, and they do become Nine of Pentacles, single, independent. But I don't think it's because... I think someone else just finds out, like, or maybe they work it out, and then they might make that known to whoever your person is with, Pisces. Tell me, how does this get found out? Or how do... Well, I don't know. What's the Ten of Swords? Tell me about that. Oh, oh my god. Okay. Oh, the Queen of Swords came out crossing the Ten of Swords. Oh yeah. The person that your person is with is finding out, and they are going to be very mad. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. And Strength was the other card, and the Ace of Wands. They are going to be departing from their current situation, and the Ace of Wands, which, bearing in mind, is the challenge here, is going to be happening. I don't know how you feel about this being an element, Pisces, but it is making it clear to me to let you know that this is not because this person did this of their own volition. It's because they are actually desperate to try and keep that secret to themselves, but for some reason the truth comes out, so they become independent of the situation. But I don't know if this matters to you or not, but they're not going to be the one who actually chooses that. It's going to be chosen for them. Very interesting. And I have to say, I keep seeing the Ace of Wands, and bearing in mind it was the card at the bottom of the first deck at the very beginning of this reading. So finally, what's going to be happening between you and this person going forward here, Pisces? This does make sense, to be fair. We've got the Sun. I would say going forward the next few weeks, next month from when you come across this reading, roughly. There's no time in tarot though, so time is a human construct, so it could play out in different time frames for each of you. I don't understand it when tarot readers are like, this is going to happen next Tuesday. It's utter nonsense. So for some of you, this could have already played out. For some of you, this could be future influence. I've had it where I've done a reading and it resonated for me like 3 months later. And I was like, oh, holy shit. It's like spot on. So just bear that in mind. I don't know why I had to say that rant, but maybe it was for someone out there. So sorry, what's going to be happening between you and this person? The Sun, the Queen of Cups, and Death. Wow. The Queen of Cups is you, Pisces. Let me just start by saying that. We've also got Scorpio energy with the Death card. The Sun is basically coming out. This is the dawn of a new day. I can feel the excitement in my voice as well. This is going to be the dawn of like huge transformation and change in your life, and a huge shake up and change to this connection with this person. Like they are going to be going through a shedding of their skin, of like their old life. It's a whole new day. I feel like it's with you because obviously you're here with the Queen of Cups, but there's just a lot of happiness and love here with the Queen of Cups. And it's really really, I don't know why I said it like that. It's really giving me really positive energy here of the change is actually happening. The love that you have for each other is also being fully illuminated. It's not in the dark anymore. Tell me more about what's going to be happening for Pisces and this person. I'm going to show you in just a sec. Oh my god, the Sun just came out on top of the Sun. So the first cards came out, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. This person basically kept themselves in a prison of unhappiness, the grey soup of misery, I might just say that from now on, by staying in something purely because of the sense of security and stability in the money and etc. It was a false sense of security, and it left them extremely unhappy to do so. They were living in a state of emotional poverty and like what's the word I'm reaching for? My brain. Denying themselves happiness for the sake of staying in that Four of Wands situation. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but also the Ace of Pentacles flew out on top of the Death card, and then the Sun came out. What I've just described... okay, I have to say one other thing. For some of you, if there are any of you where it doesn't come out and it isn't exposed, and an ending doesn't happen, which I strongly got, but maybe if there's some of you, this person just buries their head in the sand, tries to just ignore the fact that they're really unhappy where they're at and just pretend that everything is sunshine and rainbows because of what other people external to them, to the connection, think about them being together, that if that's the case, then they are going to be, as I just said, denying themselves happiness and being miserable whilst you may be having some sort of new beginning elsewhere with the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, which is going to be a whole new, everything I just said about a whole new day dawning for you, huge transformation in your life, one of bringing a lot of happiness and love into it. That's still on the cards for you if this person doesn't become liberated from their current situation. It's because this could easily be you leaving this connection in the past because they refuse to actually grab life by the cojones and allow the tower to just fall once and for all. There's still a whole new happy beginning happening for you. A really beautifully golden happy new start for you, Pisces. But for a lot of you, because, wow, I just split the deck and the Six of Swords is there. This a lot, and I was about to say, for a lot of you, this is this person walking away from the situation that there's not emotionally fulfilling. 011111 just came up on the timer as I was saying this. It's 11:11 on crack, so clearly there's confirmation for. Basically, I was going to say, a lot of you, this person's going to be walking away from this situation, which was obviously not emotionally fulfilling, getting on board with you to move forward. Anything else about this Ace of Pentacles, Pisces? Yeah, you've been waiting oh my god, you've been waiting ages for this, Pisces. The Knight of Pentacles fell out, but the Fool fell out as well. This is like this person leaving this other situation behind them and walking off into the unknown. And in the pre-shuffle, it was literally like, so I could just almost hear someone going, well, this is going to go really badly. This is awful. Like, the unknown is terrifying. Everything's going to go to shit. And it's like, if they've been telling themselves this non-stop, no wonder they haven't actually done anything. But you've been waiting so long for this person to just get up and leave the current situation that they're not happy in, to have a new beginning elsewhere. And then look at this. The deck split. At the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Communication flying between the two of you. Could even be communication of this person telling you that they're coming to see you, that they finally left whoever, whatever that is that they've been tied to, and it's going to make you so happy, Pisces. So that's what I've got for you this time. I really hope that it was useful for someone out there, or at least enjoyable. If it did resonate, please leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear that. Please do like the video for me. It just takes a second. It's free for you to do, and it means the world. It really helps my channel and the video. So huge thank you for doing so. And if you'd like to subscribe, if you haven't already, then I would love to have you as a subscriber, and I would highly recommend hitting the notification bell just so you know when I upload a new video, because I am a bit sporadic. I'll be honest about that. So yeah, huge thank you again. I wish you all my best, my lovely Pisces. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.